Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to do a palm review today on Livistona Chininsis, the Chinese fan palm. I haven't really found many palm reviews on this palm online, so I thought I might be one of the first to do so. It's a really fun palm to grow, super cold hardy, and it originates from Southeast Asia and is closely related to another Livistona in the family, Livistona australis, which is just over in Queensland in Australia. And the only difference really is the trunk. Now this one doesn't have a any clear trunk, a few inches of clear trunk, but the Livistona australis is a little more red than Livistona chinensis, which is a little more brown. So this is a zone 9 palm, zone 9A palm, I would say, safely. And I'm growing it here in a 7B, 8A reliably climate. So first off, this palm has beautiful costapalmate fronds, and it's normal for the ends of the frond to sort of droop down. That's why it's also called commonly the fountain palm. So that's another name for it. But as you can see, armament on the petiole. So, well, there's a better example of it. But, you know, funny thing about palm trees, actually, and this is a good example, when it's being grown inside, the armament, if you can see it there, the armament is almost none. It's none to almost none. But, because this frond, here's a better example, actually. So this frond was grown indoors. I had this over the winter in my basement, and this frond just opened up recently. It hadn't been growing for a little bit, probably because of the winter, but there's no armament on the petiole there. But if you look over here, these fronds had already been outside, so they have armament on them. Same thing happens with Washingtonias and palmettos and all that. But so I thought that was really cool, you know, just same thing with this, you know, no armament. But yeah, so this palm, I've had it for a few months. I bought it in December, I think, of last year, and it's been inside it was inside all winter, and I brought it out early March, late February, early March. I brought it outside, and it did good. It did great. It's endured all the freezes and stuff that we had, which wasn't many up until, well, we had some freezes in February and one really bad one in March, which was unusual. And then we had a super late one, which we've never seen before in May, it was outrageous to have a freeze that late in the season. But this palm did it, and it did it fine. This is one of the only palms that I can see really doing fine in super freezing weather besides Trachycarpus fortunae and the sago. But I'll show you what happens, actually. So I had a bunch of these. So this is a Livistona from the previous year that I had in the ground all season long, and from, you know, summer all the way into winter, and now this is its first spring out here. But it got down to around, I'd say, 14 to 16 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was pretty cold for a pretty extended period of time. Well, I'd say it was in the mid-20s at night for you know, some of January and then February, but really a lot of nights like that can burn your Livistona. As you can see, it lost all of its everything basically, and some days it, you know, only got up to like 45 degrees, but it endured. And look at that green. It's pushing a brand new spear. It's been pushing this for a while now, but these things, they recover like I've heard people have had them at like 10 degrees and they have survived at 10 degrees, and that's pretty insane. So these are, I mean, they're very trunk hardy, so I assume that, you know, any amount of coal you can give it, it'll take, and it'll just take a little time to recover, but this is obviously recovering just fine. So that's pretty cool. Actually, this was in the crown when the freezes were, so I just pulled it out. But yeah, so this Livistona is on its way on the road to recovery, so that's pretty good. But anyway, this palm is it's a good palm, and I would recommend it. In the wintertime, do protect it with, I didn't protect any of my other ones at all, and they all survived just fine. But this palm is a great palm to have in your garden. Yeah, so it's a very hardy palm. It can tolerate, it likes well draining soil, but it'll tolerate pretty much any soil you'll give it.